Bless your heart, need it in a workspace. La 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 la. I'm a champion, I can take it away. La la la.
Welcome. My name is Sharona Justman. I'm the co-founder of the Israel Conference, and today we're bringing you another fascinating episode of Conversations. Wonderful discussions with industry leaders, category creators, and entrepreneurs from Israel who are bringing great quality products and services and solutions both into the Israeli market as well into the world. We're very fortunate to learn about the inner workings of companies and to learn the magic and secret sauce of what it takes to create a fantastic company. Today, we're delighted to meet with Avi Zinger, the owner and CEO and founder, president, leader, and executive of Ben & Jerry's Israel. We're going to learn today about ice cream in Israel and what makes the world go round. Welcome, Avi.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. You know, Avi, we've known each other for many years, and I've enjoyed Ben & Jerry's ice cream and all the other products that you make over those years. I proudly wear the Ben & Jerry's t-shirt, and I enjoy it very much. But I'm most happy that I got to know you through the kindness of Jerry himself, who introduced me to their only licensee in the world, you, Avi Zinger.
Used to be.
Well, you've had quite an exciting journey. Tell me, how long ago did you start out with Ben & Jerry's?
I started up about 1978. Going to Vermont skiing, and they were just in the beginning, and I love ice cream, so every time I used to go to Vermont, I could eat the ice cream. They were just almost in the beginning. And I felt that the ice cream in Israel at that time wasn't good quality. And I thought, if I go back, and I wanted to go back, I should bring something that is going to change the ice cream world in Israel. And,
well, how did you meet Jerry and how did you meet Ben?
I met, first of all, I met Ben through a mutual friend. I met her, and she told me that she came back from a wedding of her brother, and she met those two guys that are making ice cream. And I called her brother, and I asked, "Is it Ben & Jerry's?" And he said, "Yes. Can you introduce him to me?" I lived in New York, by the way, at that time. And he said, "No problem." So I met Ben, and one thing led to the other. And I told him, "Listen, I want to go back. I want to bring the ice cream." And he said, "Great." And it was a very long journey. I just wanted to make sure it's very complicated. My status, I'm an owner of a company here in Israel, American Quality Product, which owns the rights for Ben & Jerry's in Israel. Because sometimes when you say CEO of Ben & Jerry's in Israel, people are getting confused that I'm the CEO of Ben & Jerry's, global. So I'm anything that has to do with Ben & Jerry's in Israel. It's me. We have a factory, we have a distribution, we produce the ice cream for many years. I think it's almost 36 years.
Wow.
So
you founded American Quality Products, which
yes,
became the licensee for Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
up to 2 years ago.
Up until 2 years ago. And what happened 2 years ago?
2 years ago, we got caught in a situation that Ben & Jerry's were under major pressure by the anti-Israelis, BDS groups. How come they are operating in Israel? And no matter what Ben & Jerry's tried to do, that I'm a private licensee, that I'm meeting all their values and standards as far as the quality of the ice cream, as far as my social mission here in Israel. I was like a perfect model for Ben & Jerry's licensee, and nothing helped. They kept getting the pressure, and it ended up with like a crisis. And at the end of it, we came to an agreement with Unilever, actually, that they sold me the right for Ben & Jerry's in Israel and the Palestinian Authority.
Well, I understand that part of the objective was to get by Ben and Jerry's corporate to stop Ben and Jerry's Israel from selling into certain neighborhoods, which is against the law in Israel to be discriminatory against any group of people. So Ben and Jerry's corporate was actually asking you to violate Israeli law.
What happened is that Ben and Jerry's were looking for ways to get the pressure off, and as far as they're concerned, they were thinking that if I'll stop selling in Judea and Samaria, what they call the illegal settlements, it will be enough to show the BDS and the other anti-Israeli organization that this is it, we did something.
Mhm.
So, number one, it's against the Israeli law. You know that there are two laws in Israel: anti-discrimination law, meaning it doesn't matter where you are, I cannot refuse selling you because of where you are, and
Mhm.
or who you are. And the other law is anti-boycott law, because you cannot boycott any company or people in Israel. But
Okay.
but beside that, it's as an Israeli company with almost 200 employees, you cannot go and against big part of the company citizen in Israel saying I'm not selling you because there is pressure on the corporate of Ben and Jerry's, and I knew very well that it will be only the beginning.
Right.
Once I start and say, okay, I'm not going to sell here, there will be more and more and more pressure. It's just the beginning. So, any way you could look at it, it's something that as much as I loved Ben and Jerry's, as much as I didn't want to harm or do anything, I was part of the company for so many years and a friend, personal friend, and business friend with everybody. I couldn't do it, and we ended up that they had like to come out with an announcement saying we're not going to sell and we're not going to renew Avi's license, which created a big, like a global crisis. The Israeli government, the Jewish organizations, and luckily for all of us, we ended up with an agreement that I was very satisfied. I am still very satisfied with. You
Well,
know,
you were very much the Lion of Judah in fighting this issue, taking up the matters in courts, costing you millions of dollars, and really defending the pride of the state of Israel for its position as non-discriminatory and ice cream for all. Uh,
it turned out that I fought because I felt that it's so unjustice. I was doing my job. I was always very very. What do you call it, getting all the rewards, all the credit, how great I'm doing with all the values of the company. And
yes,
I felt that it's so wrong and it's so bad for me personally, for my employees, just to tell us, listen, because of all the political issues,
right.
you're not going to continue. So this is what gave me the strength to go and fight on, because I felt that I cannot agree to this. It
And in
turned
the end,
out
you won against Ben and Jerry's corporate, which is quite a David and Goliath story. So congratulations on doing so. But what is the situation now with the relationship between Ben and Jerry's Israel and Ben and Jerry's Worldwide?
actually the agreement was finally with the Unilever, who owns Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
And Unilever got caught in the middle here, and we all were looking for a way out. And now the relationship with Unilever are good. Relationship with Ben and Jerry's, actually there's no any official relationship, But I'm doing what I used to do for so many years. So it's the same ingredients, it's the same formulation, it's the same flavors. We we keep doing the best we can, and it's come out the best ice cream you can get in Israel.
So
Lucky
let me
for
ask
us.
you a very important question. What is your favorite flavor?
This is like everybody's asking me the same question. So my answer is, since I'm lucky to be in an ice cream factory, so my favorite flavor is the flavor of the day. Every time, whatever we do, when it comes out of the machine and it's soft and it's fresh, it's the best. So this is my favorite. Depends
That
on the day.
I can imagine it's very hard to resist, and how you keep your
Yeah.
slender body is amazing to me. Though I've
Look, if you
learned,
try to eat the ice cream all day, every day, so this is the outcome.
yeah, so the ice cream diet does work.
Yeah,
I've
for
I've
sure.
learned over the years that one of the favorite flavors in the world is vanilla,
Yeah.
hands down. And all the things that we add to it, to chocolate and peanuts and toffee, are is nice. But what we really want as consumers is vanilla. In your factory, you mentioned that or in your business, you mentioned that you have 200 employees.
Yes.
What's the composition? Do they all live close to the factory? Are they all Israelis? Are they all Jewish? Are they some Muslim? What's the composition of your multi-tasting company?
The employees that are working at the manufacturer and most of the head office and logistics are from the area. The factory is in far south. Actually, it's very close to Gaza. And then we have the drivers, the delivery drivers, the distributors. So we have from all kind of we have actually refugees, we have new immigrant, we have Jews and non-Jews, and we have Muslims. Some of our distributors are Muslims, and you have to understand we are together as a team, as a group for many years.
Well,
Some
for
of the people that work.
36 years. They
So I have people that were with me for 34 years, 33 years, 32 years. You go and you see the maintenance guys are 28 years. So it's like family. We are very.
So your company truly reflects the fabric of the state of Israel, of companies that engage with people of all different backgrounds with a common goal.
Yeah,
It,
yeah,
Now,
exactly.
I understand you're building a new factory.
Yeah, we
What
now
what
in the
caused that
process.
to happen, Avi? Why are you building a new factory?
Actually, the factory where we are for the last 13 years is we moved in, we rented it, and it was never perfect planning for ice cream factory.
Okay.
So if we want to expand and if we want to move forward, and add more product, we need to have a factory that is 100% planned and suitable for the next level. So I was lucky that the government offer land, property in Kiryat Gat, which is like 25 minutes further south. And we now, this is what we do now. We're working on the planning, on the structure. We want to do like a visitor center. There are not too many attractions in the south, so we hope to become one of them. Actually, the where we going to build the factory, it's there is an industrial zone. Intel has like two huge factories, HP. I mean, there are already very high sophisticated factories there.
So
So we are
Kiryat
in
Gat
a
will
good
be known now for chocolate chips and
area.
computer chips.
Yeah.
Tell me, your drivers, how far do they reach throughout the state of Israel? Uh, do they go to all the corners, all the cities? How do you get your product into each and every point of sale?
So basically, if you look at the map of Israel, it's like a long and a narrow. So in the south, further south, in Elat, we have a distributor, a local distributor. So we deliver the ice cream like every 10 days. He has a warehouse, and he covers the really further south. Same thing in the north. We have our own warehouse, and we have three drivers that are going out of there. So this is actually Israel. If you look at Israel, it's most of the population is in the center.
Right.
Everything comes out of where we are in Kiryat Malachi, and so it's. If 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour drive, you cover everything. From
Now,
us to Jerusalem, for instance, it's maybe 30 minutes, even sometimes less.
now I noticed that when I go into pizza shops or convenience stores in Israel, there's a freezer, and in that freezer is always your product, always Ben and Jerry's products. It seems
Cool.
that every single freezer in these convenience stores and fast food stores are yours. How did that come
Yes.
to be?
So part of the market distribution and marketing and sales, you have to invest in freezers. It's it's maintenance. It's the to control the freezers, but it's a must-have in the ice cream business. If you want to sell, we are very popular, especially with we started years and years ago with all the home deliveries. So it started with Pizza Domino's, with Pizza Hut. The last few years since COVID became very, Wolt and all the other. I don't know if there is Wolt in the US, but it's the other delivery services that you can order anything from everywhere. So we are very strong there too. Because people, if they sit home, they want to spoil themselves, they want to push the button and get the best. It's Ben and Jerry's. So
In Israel, what percentage of the market do you control in this area of ice cream?
So the ice cream market in Israel, it's unique. 60% of the market, it's out of home. It's impulse, like sticks, cones, mini cups, because many people are, spending time out of home, beaches, streets. So all the kiosks, the convenience stores are very, very popular. And then we have the supermarket, which is the like the pint business, the home packaging that you buy home, or the multi pack, for like 4 sticks or 4 cone or 6 cone in a pack. So we in the pint business, in the home packaging, we are 50% of the market, which is unique. I mean,
50%.
yeah, it's like
Wow.
every second person that buys ice cream home, he buys Ben Jerry's in Israel. Because we are
That's
very,
incredible. But your biggest competitor is Strauss, and they're humongous. So you, again, a David and Goliath story.
no, so what happened if we look for the future for where to grow is we now focusing on building a product line in the impulse. So this is where our next market is. But we what happened is that beside the fact that ice cream is good and nobody can argue with this and compete with the quality and with the taste and with the unique flavors, it's also the retail price here that we offer it is very, very competitive. So we are a small company. We don't advertise like the other companies. We focus on the product and on the delivery. So actually, instead of spending millions of dollars on advertising campaigns, we give it to the customer in the discount price. And that's why people, if they want to go to the freezer, they say, "Wow, it's very attractive. It's very competitive. Let's buy Ben and Jerry's."
So, given that the Israel conference focuses on business and you're our top ice cream cone around. Israel is also known for wanting to always raise money, but you are an entrepreneur and you're basically self-funded and making this company happen without outside investment, correct?
Of course, I mean, of course, yes. The answer is yes, but you have to remember this was a very very slow process. If I started 36 years ago, opening one store and another store, and a small manufacturing and one truck and two trucks, so it took me a long process, many years to come to a position where I can have the distribution and manufacturing and everything.
So we're
And,
going to
and
call you the 36-year overnight success.
yeah, and
Good.
I managed to build together with me a team that is going with me this all so many years. So together we know what to do. We know the market. We know distribution. So that's why we are successful.
Now, of late, we all know that since October 7th, there's been a war prosecuted against Israel, and it's caused everyone to really try to figure out how to help each other. In fact, we're doing some of these interviews with entrepreneurs in order to bring Israel to the world if the world can only see Israel through the lens of war. Ben and Jerry's being such a large part of the market and such a large part of happiness, what has Ben and Jerry's been doing since Ben and Jerry's Israel been doing since October 7th? And what collaborations have you had with any special organizations?
So as everybody, I hope understand the situation in Israel is very very complex. For that took Ben and Jerry's as a company, as employees, most of them, as I said before, are from the south. So unfortunately, we lost some of our suppliers, customers. Thank God, none of our employees, but one of our employees, and the close circle, we lost people actually. I'm not, and this is a mentality. I mean, this is a very tough situation to go. So, everybody in Israel was thinking, how can I help? If I can go to fight, or if I can prepare food, or if I can buy something. So what we did, start in the beginning. We approached the hospitals because there was so much pressure on the emergency rooms, and we just kept supplying them with ice cream. Then they started to evacuate many people from the south, from the north, to hotels. So we on a regular basis we used to send the ice cream to them. And then we joined with the Magen David. It's they needed to donation of blood. So we came up with a major campaign to encourage people to, give a pint, get a pint. If you give a pint of blood, you get pint. Then the country, people were volunteering. People came, and you didn't need any promotion because people came and came and came. So the people that were volunteers and working there, they said, please send us ice cream to help us go through this pressure. So this is actually we supported families that of the employees in Magen David, in the hospital. So we did whatever we could do to be part of. We the whole factory was shut down for one day, and we went to help one of the farmers that is not too far from us to pick lemons and to try to help the farm. We use fresh milk from the cows from the south. So the first 2 weeks they couldn't reach. I mean, some of the dairies were destroyed. The cows were injured. and the cows, if you don't milk them, they can just die. So we also helped, with this. It's a tough situation, and it doesn't end. And we do our best to overcome it and to have. And also, as far as the situation in Israel, the country shrinked. The people from the north are not home. So the north is a war zone.
Hmm.
The south is a war zone. So it's difficult as far as the people, as far as the sales, as far as everything.
So the give a pint, get a pint is a beautiful thing that you've done, and you've brought a little bit of happiness in a spot of tremendous sadness. And Avi, you're magnificent.
Thank you very much.
Self-made entrepreneur bringing sweetness into a world that needs a lot of sweetness. And I'll say that wherever our feet are, our heart is in Israel. And Avi, thank you for defending the face of Israel, of being a non-discriminatory, open place where people can come and work and shop and enjoy and find Ben & Jerry's ice cream and American quality products wherever they go throughout the country. Avi, thank you so much for letting us have a peek inside your marvelous business machine.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Lehitraot. Bye. To see more conversations with extraordinary Israeli business entrepreneurs, visit theisraelconference.org.
The jungle, watch me soar. I high, but I stay humble. And the spirit for the rumble, but the grace for when I stumble. You hold them up, I watch them crumble.